Mike, after Tuesday, you're probably just wanting to get a win under your belt, I imagine.
Yeah, just want to get the next game underway. I think, we took a lot from that. The important thing was the reaction in terms of their belief and intensity. I thought they stayed collective in a difficult circumstance. But yeah, we're looking forward to Saturday. We know how tough it's going to be. Obviously, an experienced manager and got a very good team, good players, and they've got different ways of playing. So yeah, for us, we've just focused on ourselves, making sure that we're in the best possible position and to go and get a win.
When you spoke to us before the game on Monday afternoon, you said you wanted to cast your eye over a few of the other players who you might not necessarily have seen an awful lot in action of late. Do you feel you got what you needed out of that?
Yes, I thought, of course, it was difficult circumstances. You know, lads are coming in and you don't judge them on the scoreline. It's the performance, it's the detail, it's the endeavour and the intention to play the right way and the understanding of the concepts. So yeah, there's many things that come out of it, but it was a lot to mull over.
One of the players we mentioned on Tuesday night was Callum Trip, wasn't it? And how impressive he's been. We spoke about him in pre-season as well. He just keeps going from strength to strength.
Yeah, he's got a lot of qualities that will take him a long way in the game. He doesn't get ruffled. He's calm and composed, and he never says anything when you ask him to play 3 different positions against championship opposition, and that's a really remarkable attribute to have. But yeah, he's got a lot of quality and he's got a lot of development as well. So the club were excited when we came in, and yeah, I echo that. We're looking forward to seeing his development. And
when you say he doesn't say anything, do you sometimes want him to? Do you want him to maybe have a little bit of a bite back sometimes?
No, he asks questions. I don't mean he doesn't say anything like that. He wants to know. He was, I think, the first week we came in as a coaching staff, he came in and was showing us his clips and was asking us what our thoughts were on him. So no, he's inquisitive. He wants to learn, he wants to improve. I just mean in terms of when we're asking him to play in positions or situations that he wouldn't be fully comfortable with, he takes it like it's nothing and gives everything, and I think that's the trait that really maximises players' potential. When
we saw him in pre-season hop over to that right wing back position, I think we both mentioned that it was quite new for him, but he seems to have adapted to it so quickly.
Yeah, he's a very good technical player, and obviously for his size and his athleticism is rare. So I think he's only going to fill out, and his coordination is only going to improve, which I think is exciting. But yeah, the way he just fits into situations, and he brings his attributes, and he's calm, but also he's intense and he works his socks off. So yeah, he needs to nail down his position, and that's for us to help him with and support him with that. But at the minute, whilst he's in the situation he's just wanting to learn and take in as much information as he can.
How's everybody on the injury front?
Good, on a whole. Liam Kelly's picked up a little niggle, so we'll just wait and see today, see how he is. Matt Dennis has still got just a lingering niggle, and I think Nico, he's just had a procedure just to clean some bits up in his knee, so that's going to be a slightly longer term. Loz is still struggling a little bit with his back, but that's not going to be a long term thing. And good news is Connor Evans is back. He trained with us and he's looking really good, so yeah, I'm really keen for him to be involved tomorrow.
Considering that you bolstered your defence heavily to lose 2 centre-backs in quick succession at this point in the season as well, so quite a big blow.
Yeah, but we've got strength and depth, so one door closes, another one opens. So yeah, it was a shame Nico hadn't played much football because of a shoulder operation he had, but then when he came in, he looked, he needed to get fit and strong, but played 90 minutes and was one of our better players. So yeah, it was a blow for him, for us, but I've got no doubt, speaking to him, his mentality, he's desperate to get back already, and he's asking the physios what he can do to improve his chance and to shorten his layout, and that's the mentality you want.
I was going to say that it must be tough for him, having had such a time out last season, that it's happened again so quickly.
Yeah, I think you do get these things in fits and starts, and I think he's been unlucky over the last period. I think there's certain things, obviously they're not just small little soft tissue niggles that you can really kind of do the prehab and strength exercise regime to stay on top of. I think it's just been bigger things that's just one of those. It's the nature of the job. He's a big frame. He puts a lot of force through his joints, and yeah, he's come in and it was just unfortunate. But like I say, I've got no doubt he's going to come back fitter and stronger.
Because he looks a player, doesn't he? It looks like he slotted in straight away in that pre-season game against Plymouth, wasn't it? And then looked absolutely at home last Saturday as well.
Yeah, no, he carries a lot of muscle, and like I say, he's a big frame, and he's very, very calm and cultured on the ball. So he can play all along the back three. Can even play in a midfield slot. He hasn't played centre half for that many years, and I think that's obviously how progressive he is with the ball, which is good for us. That's the way we want our defenders to be. So yeah, he's got a lot of development in him, but yeah, you can see he uses his body really well. He's quite smart in that respect, and we're just looking forward to getting him back. Any
new developments in the transfer window?
There's a couple that, when it becomes more clearer to me, I will let you guys know.
Colchester then, a team that obviously lost on the opening day of the season, bounced back with a win in the League Cup in the week, but as you mentioned at the top of the interview, a team that won't be pushed over easy.
No, obviously experienced manager Danny Cowley's. I've watched him last year, and his foundation is just hard work. He wants his teams to run and harry, and they can play. They've got certain patterns that they look for, consistent patterns. Obviously the 2 goals on the opening day of the season was 2 incredibly strong headers, so we've got to make sure that we're switched on for set pieces. But yeah, they've just got detail and discipline, and I think that's what you're going to get. And he's built a good squad, so it's going to be difficult. But like I say, at the start of the interview, we're focusing on ourselves.
It was a tough battle here when they came last season, wasn't it? It was over Christmas time and needed that late Ellis Harrison header.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same. I think the first 20 minutes is going to be chaos, it's going to be carnage, and it's going to take a while to settle down. But we've just got to make sure that we're trying to affect their back line all the time, and our distances are right. I think that's the most important when you're playing against a hard-working team like themselves, and they've got individuals that can hurt you at any moment. So yeah, we've just got to make sure we're really clean in possession, but also our transition is spot on.
And of course, one of those players that you will know pretty well in the form of Jack Payne in the midfield.
Yes, who picked up 2 assists on the opening day. He's got a lot of quality. We know that we give him a second on the ball, he's going to hurt us. So we've got to make sure we smother that and again focus on ourselves.
And finally, overseas correspondent Toby Locke is now looking at goals going in Belgium and seeing Max Steen's on the score sheet regularly now. I mean, he's proving to be exactly the same player that we thought he was going to be when he left.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't keep hold of him. When we came in, he was brilliant, and everyone can see he's got the talent, he's got the fire, he's got the engine. He just needs that maturity, and which going over there I think will really help with him. But he's just a great lad, and every time we see it, it just brings a smile, because we've got a lot of respect and fondness, and it's always nice to see good people doing well.
Nice one, thank you, mate.